What up? I'm on a ride with my dad. It's his first time riding this bike that he's on right now since he got it. It's been a whole process. We had to take apart the engine. We had to work on it do a shit ton of stuff to it. It's been a project. But today's his first day able to go out and ride it. He's doing pretty good. It's got a little bit of an idling issue, so it's kind of like it's kind of difficult. And I mean, hey, I give him props, you know. So when he gets into like the low speed stuff, it trips him up a little bit. But other than that, you know, just riding around like this, he's doing great. I mean, there's the obvious, like, you know, oh man, there's the obvious like small things, like he'll leave his blinker on a little too long, and I'm gonna get on his left side, that way he can see me, because his right mirror is folded in. I guess the wind did that. But yeah, it's been nice, you know. We went out, showed him a little kind of like low level twisty road, but then it turned out not being so low level because I had fucking gravel and shit all over the place, so it was kind of like it was actually kind of challenging. Kawasaki Vulcan 800 or 750, I'm not too sure, kind of forgot. I think it's 750. Kawasaki Vulcan 750. It's been a headache for a while though. He bought it like several months ago. See, what he's doing right now though is he's resting his foot on the rear brake pedal. So as you can see, his brake lights illuminated. Ah, see, but then he just lifted off. Yeah, his thing was because he's a big guy, he needed a bike that would be able to, he could still have fun on, and it would be able to basically, oh, we got something going on up there, and basically be enough to like pull him around and stuff like that. But he didn't want to go too insanely powerful, because he used to ride dirt bikes as a kid and stuff, but he hasn't been on a bike in a while. So, you know, now he's like 65, and he's good. Cool. I don't know, the only thing, ooh, is that a, look at that, Bentley. That little shack. I'll be selling meth out of that. Yeah, we were going to go for a ride on Monday, but it got fucking rained out. Basically, like, oh, look at this corn. It's such a beautiful corner. Oh, yeah, dead animal, yeah. Thank God the bike's running. Because there's a point there where we almost said fuck it. It's seriously that thing, like the guy we bought it from on Craigslist literally fixed it up enough where it would run for the test run. These are some nice ass horns. Where it would basically work enough for the test run, but and on the way home. But once you got it home, I drove it back for him, and it's like a 2-hour ride, and I mean, it felt good. Like, you know, it had its like kinks to work out, like, you know, carburetor needed to be cleaned and stuff like that. Like, that's what it felt like. But it was once we got it home, it was, ever since then, it was just downhill. It was having idling issues. One of the rear cylinder wasn't firing right. It was pain. Knocking sound coming from the starter. it was making this like loud clunk, like right as he would shut it off, it'd just be, and it was just like, it was shitty. It didn't sound good, it didn't sound healthy. So he was taking it apart, and he put all the new gears back in there together, and he was like holding them in, just like with his hand, because normally like a little like metal piece goes over and holds it on. But he was holding it in with his hand, and it literally just, like, when he said he started it up a couple times and it worked great, but he said one of the times he started it up, he lost grip of one of the gears, like the starter gear, and it bounced around and blah blah blah, did some shit. But anyway, in the long run, it cracked the block, like it cracked like the lower part of the block, and so we had to rebuild the engine, because there's no fixing it. It would have been a weak point and it would have eventually fucked up anyway, so we had to fix it. Put some, I hope this is the right road. I don't know. We're on this road a lot longer than I thought we normally are. You know, and then when you redo an engine, you got to get all new gaskets, all new piston rings, all that fun shit. So, and you know, it was a money thing. Like this one that he's on now, the Vulcan, it was cheaper, so it was like, you know, you should go with that one. It's a good looking bike and it does what you need. And after all the money that we put into it, he, like, after fixing it and stuff like that, he spent well over the budget of $3,000 for that bike. So I think the ending thing was like 4,500 or something like that. And there's still kinks to work out, so it's still like a small ongoing process. Like, he's got an idle issue he's got to work with and stuff like that. But it'll come around. I got faith. It's nice to actually be riding with him though. We've been talking about it all summer, but finally we're out. So you can probably hear that idling issue from here. Now we hit traffic.
What?
I said now we have traffic. I'll try to find like a little back way for us. This guy in the Jeep is too busy watching me. I hope he watches. Okay, he's gonna go for it. Alright, let's just run the red. Hopefully we didn't get fucking many cops behind us. He didn't want to sit there. It's crazy I can talk and he can't even hear me right next to him, because he has to keep it at like a... What's up? Overheat? That's not good. Talk about another kink. In the heat, this dick. I'm gonna have fun with him. Come on, bitch. Come on. Really? Really, Dad? He's got to keep it held at $1,000 when he's like in traffic or like sitting there or, you know, anything like that. Because if he doesn't, it'll conk out. But and I know some of you thinking, oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. But what's tricky about it is he doesn't have a tack on his bike. Like those bikes, like the Vulcan, did not come with a tack. So he's got this little like I guess like a little electric tack, and basically it has a wire that comes out of it, and it wraps around the spark plug wires, and it'll basically give him his and it senses like the electricity going to the spark plugs, so it gives him his RPM. Now the trouble with that thing though is it has a delay. So like, if let's say you're holding it at 1,000, you're holding it right there at 1,000, and then you increase it at 1,400, it'll still say 1,000, and then maybe 2 seconds later it'll increase to 1,400, and so it's a little tricky. Alright guys, I'll check you later.